Hello, Americans. How are we doing today? This is Podcast versus the World. My name is Cameron L. Abington. How are you doing this wonderful night? Wonderful night. Man, it's been a busy time. A lot of stuff to go over. Maybe not a lot, but we got some stuff to go over. Let's start with the first thing that probably caught everybody's attention. It was the Shador Sanders drop in the NFL draft. Did you hear about that? It was a big deal. Boy, black folks was mad. Oh man, Shadur's like our son. He's oh my god, my baby. Oh my baby. He's dropping. We don't understand why. We see all these other bums getting I don't want to call them bums, but I mean it is what it is. But Shadur's better than them. What are we doing? This didn't make sense, did it? Didn't make sense. I'll, let's start here. I'll explain it this way. That's how I kind of worked in my brain and see what you think. You ever have a friend that says, "Man, I got a job that I can get you on at," and you're like, "Heck yeah! All right, cool. Well, let's do that. Let's do that." And your friend's like, "Listen, all you gotta do, put the application in, got a job." All right. So the person gets the application, they put it in, they get ready for it, they get the interview. Okay. You're like, "Cool, I got this. I got this." So they walk in all cocky, didn't really prepare, didn't really do all the extra work you should do for an interview, and they blow the interview. Then they don't get the job. And now they're looking at the friend like, what the hell happened? The friend's like, well, damn, I did everything. I got you the interview. All you had to do is put the application in. All you had to do was pass the interview. What the hell did you do? That's what happened here. I believe that Deion Sanders was told by people he trusted, like the Mel Kipers. And Mel Kiper is a draft analyst, very popular. If you didn't know who that was, so give you some insight. And people told, no, your son should be at least number two. Those other people said he was number one. You know, the Joe Klatz of the world, I believe he said he was number one, number two. Um, and he believed it. Okay, all the information Prime was getting was telling him, "Oh, you're sure win for first round. You're sure win." You know, had the Giants who had a spot. The Raiders possibly could have took him, but not in the first. They were going a different direction. The Saints just had their quarterback go down. So a lot of stuff happened. But in the background, we find out that Shador was blowing off some of these interviews. Now, according to the word on the street, he did really bad. He wasn't taking it seriously, but he believed that his dad was telling him right. And another mistake he made, he didn't have a agent. Kids, if you learned anything from this, any kids going to college in the earshot of my voice or, plan on playing college football, going to the NFL, college basketball, get an agent. If he has an agent, maybe he has a shot. Maybe they get him in a little earlier. The agent can smooth things over. Like Drew Rosenhaus, one of them cats like that. Pay the money. It's all good. Pay the money. Um, but it wasn't collusion. The NFL didn't believe that he was of value. He wasn't valued as a first round draft pick or as a starter. There's a lot of great quarterbacks in college that go to the pros and they're not that guy. They're not him. They like to be him. They would love to be him. They're just not him. They're not that guy. They're good in college. you know. But the crazy part is about draft evaluation is not 100% right, you know. Those people that thought Tim Tebow was the greatest, they drafted him in the first round. That dude was horrible. But then Tom Brady gets drafted in the sixth round, Hall of Famer. Kurt Warner, undrafted. Look at Trevor Lawrence, not so great. Not so great. What do you think about that? Not so great. So that's one everybody worried. I don't believe it was racial. I don't believe it was anything like that. Collusion. I know Stephen A. Smith was saying something crazy about collusion. I don't believe that. I don't believe it was collusion. I just believe that the NFL didn't believe in him. He came in unprepared. His father had told him that. His father had told him that no, 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 you got it. You got it, my guy. You got it. Don't worry about it. We got you taken care of. We got you. And didn't work out that way. And people was telling Dion whatever because, that's Dion. He's one of the greatest players ever. So they weren't going to sit and tell him, hey, man, listen, the truth, you know, about what they really thought. They just kind of, you know, left it as is, for better or for worse. That's terrible to hear. Sorry to hear that. All right. Found out today about Trump's rating, his approval rating, 41%, one of the worst in the last 7 decades for a president in his first 100 days. I wonder why. Can we say we wonder why? I mean, are we being serious? We know why. Economy, due process. If people really want to talk about how you're doing these kids going to court without lawyers, trying to push around the academics, the big schools like Harvard, pushing around law firms, it's all biting them in the ass. And he's not going to change. I mean, this he'll ride this out. He'll which they're reading something on True Social where he called it a lie. Okay, keep doing what you're doing. Do you? And then when he loses a bunch of seats in the House, then he'll be happy, and then nothing will get done, and then here we go again. You would think that you would learn from your mistakes, but he won't. He'll do the same crap over and over again, the same played out playbook. And some of you guys will believe it. Some of you guys will say, oh, they're just treating that guy so bad. Oh, that poor man. Oh my gosh. Hey man, you did it to yourself, brother. Quit trying to destroy everything. Then we find out that Elon Musk is not happy. Oh man. Revenue's down 70%. What the hell did he think was going to happen? Some people are oblivious to the truth. So let's start here. When Elon Musk was hitting the rounds, let's get up here. When he was hitting the rounds and he was the talk of the town, what do you think believed in electric vehicles? Democrats or more liberal people, let's just say, wanting clean energy, get away from coal mines, all that stuff there. Or the ones that were talking about drill baby drill. I mean, honestly, who is Elon Musk really more closely affiliated with? Who was buying his cars? It wasn't Republicans. It wasn't the far right. It wasn't the right. The far right hate him. Steve Bannon hates him. Steve Bannon hates all of these tech bros. He said he doesn't trust them. He's kicking them out. And if it's up to him, they're going to do a search in the Doge. I agree with that, by the way. Doge is full of shit. Doge was in there for a different reason. It's about AI, people. They want all your AI. They want all the information. So when he kicks out his big AI project, watch out. And Mr. Steve Bannon told you first. But anyway, Elon's leaving. He says he's taking a step, but even though Trump said he didn't really work for him, so that was a lie. But we're used to him lying. He just lies all the time. It's just in common nature. So, but yes, he's leaving. 70%'s a lot, man. That's a lot. That's a lot of money. I mean, he got all that government welfare he's getting. The crazy part is, if they wanted to really cut down the deficit, take all Elon Musk's contracts away, you'll knock out, I think it said $2 to $3 trillion. Maybe it's more than that. I'll have to look that number up. I think the original number I read somewhere was 2 to 3. Let's see if we can look that up real quick. Let's see. I'm trying to find it. No, no. Anyway, can't find it. I'll have to look. Oh, let's see here. Get the old handy dandy notebook out here. Let's see here. You're getting live information gathering. How much are Elon Musk's government contracts worth? $38 billion. Man, he'd take care of the deficit. We just took care of him. Ain't that something? $38 billion. That's a billion? 38 billion. I think we're 37 trillion. But boy, that'd be a big hit, wouldn't it? Because I think he promised 2 trillion with Doge. He's actually going to deliver, they say, 100 billion, because he didn't know what the hell he was talking about with the Medicaid and all that. He didn't understand it. But people on the right just kept saying, "Oh, look at all this stuff fraud he's finding." He didn't know what the hell he was talking about. So he's trying to ruin everybody's life for shit he don't know about. What a shocker. But yeah, he's on his way out. He is on his way out. It's a good thing, people. It's a good thing. He needs to go. He needs to go. He's not good for the country. Believe it or not, he really isn't. Now, you put him in the right part, he could be great. He could be great in the right part, but this just wasn't it. Stick to rockets. I mean, like, now we have to all realize, I don't know how smart he is. He's a very smart guy. He's a PayPal guy. He helped build PayPal. Not how smart he is with rockets. He hires people who are smart with rockets. Doesn't mean he's smart with rockets. It means he hires people who are smart with rockets. Remember, he bought SpaceX and he bought Tesla. He didn't invent them. I made that mistake too. I thought he invented it all. He didn't. He's not all that. The people, this is where we're at. They got war at the White House. Steve Bannon says he's getting rid of all these tech bros. He don't agree with them, don't trust them. I kindly agree. He agrees that we shouldn't have all this money running around. I don't know what Trump thinks about it. Trump likes the money. He likes that. But now he's getting kind of tired of it. The whole Elon Musk thing is played out. He's done. I figured he would be. People like that don't like to be bossing around. Then we got the war in Ukraine. Russia keeps doing their thing because they don't think Trump's going to do anything. They keep punking Trump. You know, remember Trump's campaign commitment. I need 24 hours. I'll stop the war. Let's see, what's today? Today's the 28th. He has a little past 24 hours. A little more complex when you gotta do the work. A little different when you gotta do the work. I find that interesting. Then we have RFK Jr. saying autistic kids are ruining families. I'm just like, are you serious? You got Elon Musk right there on the spectrum and shit, and we're sitting there talking shit about fucking autistic children. Are we serious? And the crazy part is, we know autistic kids need help, extra help in school. What is the Trump administration doing? Oh yeah, cutting down the Department of Education, who helps fund the help for these kids in school. Oh yeah. You would think one group would talk to the other and maybe talk to Trump, say, hey, maybe we ought not do that. Yeah, can we work something out? But they won't. They don't give a shit about us. They don't give a shit about your kids or my kids or anybody else. For that matter, they don't care. They don't care. So, but RFK Jr., that boy, him and the brain worm, and I don't know who's talking to us. Is it RFK Jr. or is it the brain worm? Huh? I always wondered that. Like when he does speeches about, autistic children or whatever. Like he did a smart thing, like the additives or whatever, the food coloring that could cause cancer, talking about getting it out. Okay, okay, I'm with that. But then he makes a stupid statement. I told you, autism's on the rise. I told you. And then the people who actually do the research on it said, no, 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 it's not what's going on. Because we have better ways of locating it, diagnosing it. We can see it better. We understand things. But not that old RFK. It's those It's the vaccines. They're getting you. Like, good lord. This man is. How many more years do we pick up? We got how many more years? Some people should not have certain jobs. Some people are not made or equipped for certain jobs. It's just a slap in the face when you RFK Jr. saying his stupid shit. It's just crazy. What else happened in the news? Oh, Trump's starting to back down to China. Now, this was very interesting. So Trump wanted that 145% tariffs, and the MAGA people say, we told you Trump was going to fight. Trump was going to. China's like, well, fuck you. They went around and started making deals with other countries and just go about their business. Now they're saying that there's a shipment from China leaving China right now that's 40% full. People, you're going to start seeing what tariffs do when a country says F you. You're going to find out. You could see things missing on shelves here very, very soon. Because that is leaving for China as we speak, I believe. How long it takes to get here, I'm not for sure. But I do know the estimate was 40% full. And so there's gonna be a lot of companies, small pop mom and pop shops who, buy their stuff from China to it's gonna be affected. Now of course Trump, he's trying to lead the parade. See, I told you they're gonna make a deal. And we've been talking to China, and then Chinese government news says no, we hadn't even talked to them at all. No backdoor channels, no nothing. We're not talking to them until they come with some common sense. Because we can't have this fighting. It's going to kill American products. Stuff that you want is going to skyrocket. It's just not in the cards. It's not in the cards. It's going to kill the economy. So hopefully something gets done there quick. I would like to have some money in the 401k still. Wouldn't that be nice? Be lovely. Lovely. So that was kind of our little update. I'm gonna try to do the next podcast. Shooting for Wednesday, Thursday, somewhere around there. We'll try to do another one where we sit and talk about a few things. The week just started. That Shador Sanders things was huge. That's give a little perspective and just say, no, it wasn't racial. The NFL didn't believe in him, and his dad kind of screwed him over. So, not intentionally. He didn't do it on purpose. He thought he was helping the son, but okay. He's not the first big time quarterback not to make it. Not to be where he thought he was going to be at. So if that happened, RFK Jr. putting his foot in his mouth. Trump backs off from China. Trump's low approval rating, which he's not going to change. So if you thought that approval rating was going to have him change, you were wrong. He is not going to change. He is not going to change at all. He will stay the same. Let me get a little housekeeping out of the way, which I should have done at the beginning of this. I apologize. Podcast versus the World is on all your YouTube. We're on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. We're everywhere. Email me here at the show, podcast versus the world 76 at gmail.com. Hey, listen, like, subscribe to your favorite podcast. If you listen to I listen to podcasts all the time. I listen to them all the time. Like and subscribe. Interact. Interact. That's what we need. Interaction. We need more people to download. Tell your friend, tell a friend. Tell a friend to tell a friend. We're trying to build this up. Let's shoot for a goal of 100 people. 100 people. You share with your friends. They share with their friends. 100 people, man. Let's see if we can get that done. I do TikToks. TikTok to drive for 5,000. Still live. We're still working on that. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting a lot more people kind of looking at the channel, looking at my profile. Like and share my profile, all the videos. Be friends. Any questions that you have, I do write back. If you have legitimate questions or whatever about a topic or something you want to talk about, write me. I write back. I like to interact. Ooh. Excuse me, it's getting late. 10:17 here in the Central Time area here in Kansas at the bunker. And boy, that's a nice background right there. I tell you what, man, look at that piano. I don't even play piano. I used to, but not anymore. But yeah, that's where you can find me at. Apple, Spotify, YouTube, we're everywhere. I think on Spotify or Apple, podcast is separated. So if you can't find it, remember to look for the logo. Separate pod and cast, and then verse the world, and you'll find me. Um, I'm an RSS account. It's RSS podcast versus the world.com or something like that. It's usually on the end of every video or something. You'll be able to find me. I always leave that information somewhere where you can look at my RSS account webpage and look at all the videos and stuff that I do, the hard work we put in. Hopefully, sometime this week we'll have a guest with us, but we'll see. Working on that. Um, it's been a wild weekend. It's going to be a wild week. Hopefully, it gets kind of calm, but we'll see. With this shipment coming in, it's going to be very interesting how that looks like, what that looks like. The shipment coming in with 40% full coming to America. Be very interesting. We'll see what the spin will be on that. Have no idea. Um, You'll see clips of this on TikTok. It will be put on there. But please like and subscribe to the podcast, while you're driving, working out. We're not too long. So tonight we're what 25 minute mark as of right now. Hey, like and subscribe, join the community. Um oh, one more story that I saw this weekend. You heard me talk about Bill Maher going to meet Donald Trump. Well, his friend Larry David wrote a piece in the New York Times about his meeting Hitler. It's called My Dinner with Adolf. Of course, he did meet Hitler. It kind of makes fun of Bill Maher and his meeting with Trump and everything. It's a good read. It's a good read. I like Larry David a lot. Okay. Good Lord. Sorry about that. My cat walked on my computer and screwed everything up for a minute. I can edit that out. If I don't, we'll just leave it. Doesn't matter. All right. So there's podcast versus the world for tonight. We'll do another one Wednesday, Thursday, somewhere in that range. That'll be the plan anyway. Unless unmitigated circumstances happen. All right. Stupid cat. That's my cat Gucci. You saw walk across my computer and screwed everything the hell up. Love that cat. All right. Podcast versus the world. We're here for you. If I find any more interesting stories that nobody's talking about, I will bring it up. We'll look around. All right. Abington out.